work hand motions for cycle 3, week 4. We're going to start with timeline. So we're on early Native Americans. We're going to do our F hand and we're going to start at our mouth and go to our forehead. So early Native Americans. And then we're going to do Israel divides into 2 kingdoms. Just divides into 2 kingdoms. Homer is a sign language H, and Hesiod, 2 H's. Homer and Hesiod. And then Rome is a sign language R, which is just crossing your fingers, is founded by Romulus, another R, and Remus. Sometimes if the kids are really little, it might be easier just to go Rome founded by Romulus and Remus, and then I like spin them or make them dance. That's what I did when my kids were littler. But in class, we'll do Rome founded by Romulus and Remus. The bigger kids will be able to do that. And then we go to Israel, which is a sign language I, falls to Assyria is our bow and arrow. Israel falls to Assyria. And then Assyria falls to Babylon. And then for Lao Tzu, Confucius, and Buddha, they do a sign language P, and the P hand, and then they go like this 3 times. Sometimes with little ones, it's L, C, B I do, but in class we'll do the 3 like this, with the P hand. So that is the timeline. Early Native Americans, Israel divides into 2 kingdoms, Homer and Hesiod, Rome founded by Romulus and Remus, Israel falls to Assyria, Assyria falls to Babylon, Lao Tzu, Confucius, and Buddha. For our math this week, we're doing 7s and 8s. And for each of them, we are going to act like we are going to say them the first time, and then we are going to chant them together. So 7, 14, 20, like all the way through for both. And then for times 3 through 6, like, because we do all our memory work 7 times. So the 3rd time to the 7th time, we're going to act like different animals while we do it. Tell me about the Declaration of Independence. That's our history sentence. So we're going to start with, in 1776, the Continental Congress published the Declaration of Independence. We're going to write in the air like we did for Mayflower Compact. In Philadelphia, announcing the colonists' intent to separate. So we're going to put our palms together and we're going to separate them. Kind of like when we do in the timeline, Israelite Exodus and desert wandering, we're separating. So 2 C's for Continental Congress. We're going to write in the air for Declaration of Independence. And for intent to separate, we're going to put our hands together and move them forward and separate them. Okay, so for Latin week 4, we have erat, was, the sign language for was. Venet is came, so we're going to do the sign language for came. 2 fingers, they came. Perheberit is to bear, but it means not like a bear, but to like to hold up a lot of weight. So we're going to bear a lot of weight. We're going to pretend like we're holding something, like a lot of weight above our head. And then crederit is believe. So it's something we hold closely. Believe. So we have erat, was. We have when it is came. We have this one's hard for me to pronounce. Perheberit, which is to bear, or which we're bearing up a heavy weight. And then we have crederent, which is believe. So we're holding fast to our belief. Believe. That is Latin. And then science, what are the 3 parts of the nervous system? So we're going to start with our brain, which we use to think. So we're going to put our pointers up and show that our brain is thinking. And then we're going to use the spinal cord. We're just going to point to our back where our spinal cord is. And then for nerves, we're going to touch our fingers together because we use our nerves to feel. Nerves. So brain, spinal cord, nerves. And then we move on to English, which English are the principal parts of a verb, which is an infinitive. We're going to do our I for infinitive. And then we are going to do for present, we're going to just do one P. For past, we're going to circle that P back toward us. And then we're going to do our present participle, two P's. And then for past participle, we'll already have these two P's and we'll just circle them back. So we have infinitive. Then we have present, past, present participle, past participle. And then lastly, we have our states and capitals. We're starting with Atlanta, Georgia. Georgia is the peach state, so we're going to sign peach. We're just kind of like peach, fuzzy peaches where you feel the fuzz on the peach. We're just doing that to our cheek. And then for Tallahassee, Florida, there are a lot of alligators in Florida, so we're just going to make an alligator with our arms. And then for Montgomery, Alabama, we're kind of sounds like a mount. So we're going to pretend like we're climbing the mountain. We're going up high. And then Jackson, Mississippi, there's the Mississippi River. So we're going to make a river, which is two R's, and then you're just making the shape of a river. And then for Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Baton Rouge means a red stick. So we're going to sign red, which is just a finger that comes from the lips to the chin, straight down. And then we're going to hit with our stick. So one more time, we have Atlanta, Georgia, Tallahassee, Florida. We have Montgomery, Alabama. We have Jackson, Mississippi. And we have Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And that's it for our week 4 memory work.